Greetings, gamers! It is I, Gamer Monster, and Halloween has come to War of the Visions. It is, of course, update day, and so it's time to take a look at all the new stuff. The first and the most important part of this update is going to be, of course, the new Halloween units. And as you can see, I did manage to pick up the Halloween version of Little Leela. I had recorded my summoning session, and then I messed the video up, and so sorry about that. Sorry. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what all the banners we have right now. All right. Obviously, the two Halloween units. Little Leela here is a main job arithmetician, and so basically, she kind of works a lot like Ildira. Just, she's wind, and she has different sub-jobs. In Little Leela's case, she has White Mage and Ninja. So she can actually work as a decent healer, as well as being nice and swift, with a really high agility and extra movement abilities if you want to use them from her Ninja sub-job. Her Trustmaster reward gives some HP, evade, and agility, which are some pretty good stats, especially considering part of this update, which we'll get to in a little bit, as well as the ability that will raise the user's own magic for 3 turns and their accuracy rate, at the expense of lowering defense and spirit. Oldoa is also on the banner, but she's obviously not new. She's just kind of filler. For Ryu here, he is a main unit, main job Rune Knight. He's actually the first Rune Knight in the game. Originally in JP, that was going to be Howlet, but they're releasing these units at the same time because they wanted to time it well for Halloween. So for us, Ryu here is the first Rune Knight. But he also has Black Mage and Paladin. He's a pretty interesting unit. He's a slash attack, but he's based off of magic. He's got some kind of funky tanking ability, since he does have that Paladin sub job. Or you could kind of take him full magic with the Black Mage. So he's got a bit of variety to him. His Trustmaster is super interesting. As you can see, gives a HP, magic, accuracy, and crit, which, you know, all those stats are okay. It's the ability that's interesting. It gives re-raise. That is pretty cool. However, it is a ability that you do have to use, so it's not automatic, it's not a passive. And from what I understand, the percentage of it going off is fairly low. So while it sounds like it might be busted, I think in the end it's just going to be a useful TMR and not going to be meta breaking or anything like that. But in addition to the regular step ups, we do have obviously our you paid, you are guaranteed banners, the typical 5-step 10-time summon. We have the return of the MR plus guaranteed unit summon, where you get 1 unit that is at least MR, and then the rest is just items. However, I still say that this banner is I don't want to call it an actual scam, because that's not really what's going on here. But they are not upfront with you, because they see that UR bar at the top there. It makes you think that as long as you keep summoning on this, eventually you're going to get a UR unit guaranteed, until you look at the duration and notice that it is only around for 8 days, and you only get 10% to your bar each time you don't get a UR, which means that in order to fill that bar up, you have to purchase the tickets from the shop, which are paid Visior only. Now, don't get me wrong. The free stuff you get out of this is pretty good. but it's just a little shady to be kind of enticing people. You know, they fill up that bar all the way up to 80%, and you're like, well, you could get it all the way if you just purchase a couple of tickets. It really bugs me. However, something that is way cool is this right here. Basically, 3 times a day, kind of like your regular normal summon, there's this equipment enhancing material normal summon where you can get really cool things like megasites and airmounteers and other various, crysts and just a whole bunch of crafting materials completely for free. This is the good stuff too. This isn't just, like gooey liquid or whatever it's called, or blue sand and things like that. No, this is the rare stuff. So this is really cool. And it's 3 times a day, so by the time this is done, we're gonna have a lot of good crafting materials. And then of course just your normal summon as per regular. So okay, so now we've gone over what the new summon stuff is. I seem to be having issues connecting. Okay. There we go. All right. We do have the new Halloween shop. Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll get to that in just a minute too. Which are free item or mini armor pots, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, they have all their various things that you can buy. The good stuff is obviously hidden away behind paid Visior. They do have these awakening packs for non-paid Visior, which, if you're really hurting, maybe, but I mean, that's 2,000 Visior right there, so probably not. And then, of course, just your new unit shop. We still have the old one still around if you haven't picked up all your Titan shards. So, the usual run-of-the-mill stuff. Now, one thing to note in the MOG shop here, that under the summon medals, you'll notice that you can outright buy the Halloween units for 2,000 medals. So they have a built-in guaranteed pity for these limited characters, which is really awesome. We don't really see this very often, and so it's good to note that they have decided to not limit the. It's seasonal units. Seasonal units. Yeah, they are limited, but really people should be able to get their hands on them. They're fun. These units are good too, don't get me wrong, but they're fun units. It's not like the big ticket item like when Final Fantasy IV collab comes out and everybody's going to be going for Kain, except for me because I don't really care about Kain or dragons that much. But so on the event department, there's not a whole lot going on, other than some reruns for equipments and obviously our secret book quests as well. But if you missed the Coral Sword or Platinum Mace, Sleep Blade or Golden Axe, any of those, their training quests are here for you to farm out. And we do have our JP reward quest that's back again. All right, let's head to the notices to pick up on any things that I've missed. So, all right. Obviously, the daily purchase bonus is going to be for the new Halloween units. This week is Lita Leela. Next week is for Ryu. Oh, that's right. We also got a nice little gift from the producer, which includes all of these goodies here. Not as big as the 6-month anniversary, but that's to be expected. This is still really cool stuff right here. I mean, come on. 2,000 Vizier alone is a great present. Add on all the other stuff, I like it. And here's another really big update right here. Equipment item stat stacking. Basically, beforehand, on your equipment slots, if you had multiple items that had the same stat, only the highest was applied to your units. Now, a portion of the second highest and third highest are going to be applied. They don't mention what the percentages are here, but from what I understand, your second highest will give half and your third highest will give 25%. This is really great because this is one of those design decisions that from the get-go I was just kind of like, what? Very unintuitive, and if they were really worried about stats adding up to be too much, they should have just adjusted what stats were on what pieces of equipment. But at least now you're getting something out of your other items that you've got equipped. We also did get the rewards for the popularity contest, which is, hey, more vision spheres and more money. That's good. And for Halloween, we have currently a new login bonus as usual. Story XP is doubled up, and for your Chocobo Expeditions, XP in Gil is doubled as well. And finally, we do have a new mode here, Class Match, which is a live PvP mode where they have certain restrictions. And for this one, it is that your cost limit is 500 or 40 or less. Cost, yeah, that's right. Our units actually do have costs associated with them, as well as all your espers and your vision cards. We've never had to worry about it until now. Now, when you're building your team, you have to make sure that your cost is at the limit or lower. So no, you can't just stack all your most powerful things all together all at once. You'll have to make some decisions. And this mode is it's also ranked. So as you win, you'll get points, and as you gain points, you'll go up in tiers. And the higher your tier, the better your rewards. Yeah, it's a ranked PvP mode, but it's kind of interesting because of the cost limit. Not sure if I'll be participating just because I'm not a huge PvP person, but I might just for the fact of it being something different. And, oh, I just about forgot, we also do have some challenge missions, which will get you a ton of shards for Ryu and Little Leela, which that is very cool, as well as you can see, a bunch of rainbow spheres and a rainbow rock on top of that, and some armor pots and some burst pots. And that's for each one too, so that's really great. And if you're still looking for some more shards for the new units, under events here, we do have the character quest. When you finish all the quests for your characters, you get an extra 40 shards, since they don't have a hard quest to farm or anything like that. So that's a total of 160 free shards for each of these guys, which will help out in getting them to max limit break if that's what you're looking for. Whew, but that really does it for this update. As per usual, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked the video, show your appreciation by giving me a good big fat thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button to come back for more news for War of the Visions and other games. So until next time, laters.